Hello everybody, today I would like to do a video demo about modeling a generic conceptual iron. Okay, let's start. To begin with, let us create the necessary profile curves. Okay, now I'm going to use the curve from cross-section profiles to create the cross-section curves. I'm going to create 3 cross-sections. What I'm going to do next is to trim off 1/2 of the cross-section curves so that we can later do a symmetrical editing. Okay, I'm going to join the 2 halves. I'll be using insert node to put additional control points, but in order to make the control points symmetrical, what I'm going to do is use a horizontal line to do a projected snap. Applying the same technique onto the other cross-sectional curve. What I'm doing is to look at the handlebars dimension to ascertain where should I place the additional control points. Using the insert node again to insert control points via the snapping of the intersection projected intersection points. Let us hide the unnecessary curves so that we can work better. Okay, I'm going to use gumball, the scaling function, to adjust the cross-sectional curves. I reckon that the section should be narrower around the handlebar. That's what I'm doing now, making the section narrower around that region. Okay, I think I'm almost done with the tweaking of the curves. Okay, now it's the time to create the first surface. Using the surface from network of curve command. Let's reduce the number of control points using the rebuild command. Yeah, I think I'm more or less quite okay with it. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of manual removal of control point via the remove node command. My aim is to use least amount of control points to express the shape so that the form will be smoother. Okay, now I want to cut a hole that will become part of the handle. Do a bit of fine adjustment before I do a trim on the main surface. Let's do a trim now. Two trims. Yeah, we'll cut through. Let's hide the unnecessary elements so that we can focus on what we're going to do next, which is building the surface in the middle of the iron. Let's rebuild this curve to reduce the number of control points. I'm going to type make periodic to make sure that all three curves are periodic. Creating cross sections. Okay, I think I need two more cross sections. I'm going to use the curve from cross section profile command again. Let's use the surface for network command. Okay, what I'm going to do next is to manually reduce the number of control points. As you can see, there's way too much control points over here. So I'm going to manually reduce some of the control points using the remove nodes, and it might take a while, so please bear with me. Generally, what I'm doing now is to remove the alternate rows of nodes to reduce the number of control points without changing the shape drastically. It's going to take a while. So I apologize for this manual work. Please bear with me. I'd rather do some manual editing instead of relying on the rebuild command, which might change the shape too much. Okay, I think I'm done with this surface. Now I'm going to round the meeting region of the two surface. I'm going to create cross-sectional circles using the circle around curve command. Okay, let's create the cutting surface using the sweep one rail. Okay, click cold sweep. Seems like there are a lot of control points. I might have to do a little bit of reduction here. I'm going to use a rebuild command for fast reduction of control points. You might want to check the maximum deviation to see just how far the new surface have deviated from the original one, and whether that value is acceptable to you or not. Okay, I've done a split. Now it's time to remove the middle section. Okay, next I'm going to create a surface between the gap. I'm going to use most probably the blend surface command to create a nicely matched surface. Make sure auto chain is set to yes for a correct blending. To make the surface slightly better, I'm going to use the add shape to add cross-sectional profiles to reduce the twisting of the surface. Okay, I'm not going to do the blending on the other side. Instead, I will cut the model into half and delete one half and do a mirror to create the changes on the other half. Okay, I mirror the other half. Now I'm joining the surfaces. Let's create the other surfaces so that we can join the main body into a closed poly surface or solid. Okay, I created the necessary surfaces. Now let's do a join. Let's hope that what we get is a fully enclosed poly surface. Great, there's a volume. So this object is fully enclosed and watertight. Let's do some surface analysis. Okay, as you can see over here, the blending is actually a curvature match from the zebra display. Okay, I think I'm almost done with part 1. Bye.